Welcome to the Senate Minute, a podcast dedicated to keeping the public informed about the Indiana General Assembly and engaged in the legislative process.
In the end, I think we moved some pretty good legislation, and I'm proud of our first half.
This week, the Indiana General Assembly wrapped up the first half of the 2017 legislative session. Bills from the House of Representatives will now be considered by the Senate, but first, let's talk about bills that passed out of the Senate.
Obviously, first and foremost, the opioid issue. We've made some progress with that, and not just in the issue of prevention, but also enforcement and treatment.
Many bills focused on combating the drug issue passed the Senate, with some creating pilot treatment programs. A bill to improve career and technical education also passed the Senate and is now heading to the House of Representatives.
The obvious problem that a lot of our employers are having in getting qualified, skilled workers into their plants to work, and how do we crack that nut? And one of the areas we've found is that we're not really, in the high school level, providing the type of educational opportunities that are required for kids to be able to get those skills coming out of high school, and potentially then working in through the Ivy Tech system to get a special certification degree.
Senate Bill 198 makes various changes to CTE funding, including increasing funding for courses in high-wage, high-demand job fields. Additionally, SB 198 would require schools to offer the Indiana Career Explorer program to all 8th grade students starting in 2018.
We passed a pre-K expansion plan. It was a Senate version, obviously, but one of the debates that we had as a caucus was, should we, after having committed to a longitudinal study for 5 years, looking at the outcomes for these children in pre-K all the way through 3rd grade, should we now change that? Not only change the level of the eligibility from 127% to 185%, but the House did, but also expand it with additional money. And we came up with a compromise on that.
The new program will expand to rural areas and hopefully engage more parents in a less expensive way. A bill for Hoosier veterans passed the Senate. The bill would provide more money for homeless veterans and other veterans programs by creating a source of money from the lottery. Lastly, Senate Bill 322 requires all individuals arrested for a felony to submit a DNA sample via cheek swab upon booking, similar to the way fingerprints, photographs, and other data are collected upon all arrests.
I think it takes a long leap toward, as DNA has, of exonerating people who were wrongly found to be guilty of a crime they didn't commit, but also helping us find criminals out there who otherwise might go free.
You can track the progress of these bills and other bills by visiting www.in.gov/IGA. Thank you, listeners, for joining the Senate Minute. To subscribe to this podcast, visit IndianaSenateRepublicans.com.